Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to wrap up the stone steps up into the dwarf orchard. The first thing I need to do though is do some layout work. What I want to do is have these steps go right into the walkway. That's not a walkway, that's the stones for the walkway. So what this is going to do is come up one more step and go right into the walkway, and the walkway needs to go between this Honeycrisp tree and this Bing cherry tree. So what I'm going to do is measure and mark the middle right there, and then I'm going to come over and mark the middle between that tree, and also that tree and that tree right there. And what I'll do is pull a radius, put a loop on the Honeycrisp there, and then come out to the corner right here and pull a radius going around, and then I can do the other side of the radius, measure over like whatever 24 inches is what I'm thinking, and then mark a radius there as well. That will be the path. Well, I want the radius to have that center point between the trees as the center of the path. Yeah, and then I'll kind of wiggle and woggle and go through the orchard, and I'll have steps going down and use that radius again. So the radius is going to have to start at the end of the wall there and go all the way around, because I'm going to have the path curve and go to the beginning of the espalier fence there, and then at the fence it's just going to be a path on both sides. Yeah, this should be really interesting. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this last part of the orchard, so I'll probably just have the path die right here, and we'll work on that next year. I was planning on getting some of those stick apple trees. They just go straight up and the apples grow right on the trunk, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that or not. I have this marked for a tree right here, and I was thinking of putting another tree right in there somewhere, but I'll have to have enough clearance for the espalier there. Yeah, that's next year's work though. Today, the most important thing to do is get this radius marked, and first I'm going to do it with flags, then I'm going to get in there with spray paint, get that completely marked. That way I can finish the steps, which is the main task today. I have today and tomorrow to work on this. The weather is going to be in the mid-70s, so it's kind of conducive for this kind of work. So I want to get it done while it's still cool like this. Okay, there's several different ways I can do this, but I think if I tie a loose loop of string, maybe 1.5 feet up on the tree, that'll get me up to this level where I can do that arc. Okay, I'm tied up to the tree, got a nice loop around the tree. So what I want to do is put a couple flags in the arc Let me aim this better. Put a couple flags, 3 flags, 4 flags. I think I got 4 here. In the arc from the tree to the steps. And then we can figure out how wide the path needs to be, at least right here, and how the path is going to meet the steps. Now, I'm going to take 2 flags and figure out how wide to make this path. Okay, we have 2 feet over to the corner here. There's no way that this path needs to be that wide. I'm thinking the entire path, maybe we'll go with 30 inches. We need to make good use of the stone. 2 of those stones side by side is probably going to be right near 30 inches to start with. Let's check the average width on these. We're at 9, 12, 10. They have a gap. So, okay, I think we're going to go 2 feet wide, which sounds about right. Only one person at a time is going to be going through here, so that should work just fine. So what we'll do is probably from that flag, we'll bring it straight down to the steps. We'll go 12 inches out and then come straight down, and then 12 inches over. And we can start putting in the last set of steps here and start digging out for the path. Okay, this is the width that the stairway is going to be, and then this first flag right here, that's where my arc is going to start. So I got a stone right here 12 inches away, and another one right here 12 inches away. I'm going to take my marking paint and just kind of pinch onto the line and slowly walk around this tree. Yeah, I only got 1 branch that's really in the way, so shouldn't be too much of a problem getting around it. Okay, let's get that arc marked, and then we'll make a path from that arc to the next flag, and then one to the next flag. Yeah, this shouldn't be too hard. Hopefully we can get this done quick and start working on these stairs. Okay, you can kind of see how this is going to work. The last step on the steps is going to be at about this height. It's going to be those stones down there though. So at that height, that's where the path is going to be. So all this stuff right here Well, the path is going to slowly go upwards, but a lot of this right here is going to be dug out and it's going to be flipped over to here. This area right here is going to be pretty much level and it'll go down to the steps. I need to make one last arc. I think I'll go, yeah, maybe a foot in from there, 10 inches, and go up to here. That's where the stones are going to be. I'm going to put a lot of this stone here. Once I get the path in, the stones are going to go on top of the edge of the path, and then they're going to build up until they hit level. Between this tree right here and the path, it's probably going to be, 12, 13 inches. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. So the dirt that's on the path is going to go, a lot of it's going to go on the other side, and then the dirt that is in where the wall's going to go is going to go on that side. And eventually I'll get in here and till it up and then make it real nice and smooth. But for today, I got to get these steps in and then start the path, and that'll tell me a whole lot about how I'm going to raise up and get to that level up there. Over here, yeah, this is going to be level, but it's not going to go into the ground any more than it is on this side. So that'll be leveled over to here, and that dirt will be flipped over to this side. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. Some dirt has to go here to level this off as well, but we'll figure all that stuff out as we go. This tree, I don't know. I'll probably take the path straight that way and come in that way. This can just get pruned off. I'll probably take it back to about here. This is way too long to start with. Yeah, I got a lot of work to do with the tree, but that's a whole nother video. So the only thing I'm really worried about right now is that top step and getting this going. So let's work on that top step. Oh, let's make that arc right here. Then we can start on the top step. Okay, this stone right here has a really nice curve to it. I'd kind of like to turn that way and use that for the end stone up here. I think that's what I'm going to do with it. And then we'll try to fit the rest of the stones in going this way. So let's dig out just a little bit more and start fitting the stones. Okay, getting near the end on these stairs. I have 2 stones left, this one and that one. Well, 2 stones of the stair stones. And what I'm thinking of doing is putting that one right here. That'll finish things off really nice on this side. And then for this one right here, I'm thinking I'll just shave this area back and start the walkway, and I can have the walkway come right into here. That'll work out perfect. The only thing I'm missing is something to fill this triangle here. I was looking around through the stones. Nothing is the right size so far, so I'm going to continue looking for that. I'll find something eventually, and then we'll get back at this. Boy, how time flies when you're lifting stones. It's about 1 o'clock. I'm going to go take lunch, but this is what I was talking about. Find a stone that fits into that opening, and then bring the ground level up to that, and then move on from there. From here on in, I'm going to go about a half a bubble off a level up that way, and I think when I get back, probably a little further than what's cut right there, I think I'm going to put a layer of flat stones on top of the end of the stones, and then go up a step. I'll probably go up the same amount as these steps, so people aren't confused as to the height of the steps. But yeah, I think I'll go, what is that, probably 4 feet, and then go up another step, and then probably go another 4 feet, and then up another step. And at some point over there, I should be about level with the ground, and then all I'm going to do is cut the ground until it's level going this way and continue the path on. All right, quick little break, and we'll be back at this. All right, I got about 3 feet back. Everything fits real nice. I'm happy with all that. It's got a nice curve to it. Fits really well. The only problem is we got this seam that goes all the way back to where I'm gonna do the next step. And I really don't like the looks of that. But the only way to get rid of it, I could take out this stone right here and turn that one sideways. Or I could take this one out and put that one in. I don't know if these are gonna fit. I mean, we got a real nice fit here, but put that one in and then run one the other way to cut that off. Yeah, I really don't like that. Yeah, and that's a full-size stone. I mean, I could try to cut it. They never cut exactly the way you want. This one fits so nice. You know, it fits right here and right there. And I don't think that one's going to. Well, let me try putting that one on top of this one and see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with this a little bit, which is unfortunate. I would have liked to have kept moving ahead, but I just don't like the way that looks. Well, I took this one out and put that little one that was over there right here, and then took the one that was right here and just turned it right there, and that'll look pretty good. This is a pretty thick stone and this is a pretty thin stone, so I'm gonna have to rearrange my gravel again, but I think I can work with that. And take that one out of there, take this one out, and then we got a big odd shape, and we got a couple like that. Just those two, it looks like. Or I could possibly fit smaller ones in there. Yeah, anything but having that really long crack in there. That just looked ridiculous. Okay, let me work this out and I'll get back to you when I got this back together again. Okay, I think I got it here. This gap right here, that doesn't really fit. I'll fill this in either with some of the little flat stones I got here. I got tons of smaller stones like that. So I'll either fill that in with that, or I'll wait till I get further. After I break a few stones, I'll have more bits and pieces that I can use to fill that stuff. So it looks like, yeah, I can leave this point on there, at least for now. I may break that off later on, but I'm gonna have to dig a little bit more dirt out of here, and I don't know, I'll probably go one more stone. I don't have a whole lot of stone left. Try to end it kind of flat and then work my way up and then start another level, and by that time I think I'll be out of stone. Tomorrow, I have today and tomorrow to work on this. Tomorrow I'll probably go this way with these natural stones and start building the retaining wall, because I won't have any of this stone to work with. All right, let me dig some of this stuff out and we'll see what we got. I can't really fit anything in there until I get some of that dirt out of the way. Okay, that looks way better than it did before. Before, I had that seam going all the way back to here. So this is as far back as I want to go. I just need to fill in this area right here, and I'm going to do that with some of these thin native stones here. Then we'll put some stones on top of that and then start a new level, and we should be nearly to the level of the ground up here by then. I don't know, we'll see. I can measure it. What do we got here? Our steps are about 5.5. So yeah, that'll bring us right up to the new level. And then from there on in, I just got to take a bit of dirt off this side and put it on that side and get this thing nice and level. And as you go that way, it's not bad at all. I'll just have to shave a tiny bit off of that side, toss it on this side, and then after I'm done with all that, I'm going to go through here and till the ground and rake it into a nice shape. So yeah, it's going to look really nice in here. It'll be interesting to see what goes on here. I have no idea. The rocks will let me know, but I'll be doing this tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to have, just a couple steps, maybe 3 steps going up right here, and then a pretty interesting rock wall. I'm going to pick through all this stone and get the most interesting looking stone. We got some really nice looking rock here, and I want to showcase as much of that as I can in this wall here. Okay, let's shovel some dirt out of here. And yeah, I don't have a huge amount of stone left, so we're probably only going to get a little ways once we get that step in. But getting that step in is a big step, so to speak. So let's get that done. Okay, it's getting late and I'm pretty much at a standstill. I got some rocks under here and I may leave them there, but I can't find anything that's going to lift this up to the right level for another step. What I think I'm going to do is just go get a couple more of these stones at the landscaping place, a couple for here and a couple for a step down for over there, and call it quits for today. It's already been a really long day anyway, so we'll call it quits today, and then tomorrow I'm going to knock out this part, take all this dirt out of there, and then continue some of this over to here, and then start the natural stone step up to the level up here. And I can start a little bit of the wall, but I kind of need all of this stuff in place before I can do that. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.